EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Washington Commanders. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
The first carry now. This is Matthews. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That's good.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
17-yard line.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 14 yards. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Commanders nothing.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 6, not saying 19.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Tried to third down.
Brings up third down.
You talk about this Bengals defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
19-18. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown #7 on the year. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Let's go now.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Cowboy 80.
Draw play. Here's Matthews. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60, trap 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Broncos. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
8-yard pickup.
Charles, Thursday
First
night
down,
game,
Cincinnati.
I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early in offense.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Shot. Go street. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Mustang 19. Go.
Inside handoff. Matthews. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys,
he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Commanders' 47-yard line.
Again, it's Matthews. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cut 19. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Ready. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18. 60. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown! A great effort there. 45 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for them, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough one for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ready?
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Go! Ready?
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's good.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 52 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after here coming up. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they want it.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
8 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 31, here's second and a couple.
Let's go. 65, 18 Cardinal, 8, Panther 11, Panther 11. 77,
They're going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
First down.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warriors, 70. He's moving.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
Cut 19, cut 19, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Now back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Go! Ready!
They run it. It's Matthews. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Ready.
Another shot for Matthews. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
His kick is
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Ready.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
On the double.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back. Let's go now. Back to 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
31. Commanders 21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Trap 60, trap 60. 79 Broncos. Trap 60.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll throw now on the final play. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Cougar 19, 19 Lions, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go street. Go.
Looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. He's to the 20, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 10. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Commanders 28.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that
this is intercepted. Across midfield. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 34. From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Commanders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 35, Bengals 31.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
70, Timberwolves. 79 Broncos.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Complete to number 88. It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60. Warriors 70. Go.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
Cincinnati.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Cougar, Bronco 80. Cowboy 80.
Running from the gun with Matthews. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Makes the
Point
score
after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10.
Come on, come on. Ready, ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Go! Ready.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. I'll call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Still going. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 38.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19 targets.
To the air goes Daniels. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Drag. Gravity Lions. Ready.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
70 Timberwolves.
Daniels looking to throw. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Warriors, 19, 18. Rattler.
Daniels going to throw for it. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Go, Reed. Panther 60.
To throw is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Let's go now. 18. Ready.
Here's Daniels. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
Washington, 1st down.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 11-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. Throw left side, complete. That's McLaughlin. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 35 now.
On the ready.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready. Bronco 80. Ready.
Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Cincinnati. 62 yards.
62 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Ready?
And he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now and force the penalty to the 1, but if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it
up to the 10?
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's loose again. Inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point attempt here still to come. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. Return set up here. And now has good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Matthews up the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The 71 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
19, Tiger, 19, Panther 60.
On first, it's Matthews again. Now inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bengals 59, Commanders 52.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. There he goes again. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 10-yard line. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Set. Go.
An inside give. Here's Portis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Second and 10.
Get it. 19, 18. 19, lock. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. Going underneath for Matthews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A gain of 12. And the Bengals first down.
It's Matthews again, the workhorse tonight. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 33-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 70, Timberwolf, Mustang 19. Go.
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now second down and a few inches.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Down to the 42, second down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here comes second down.
Street. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready,
Running right, Portis. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down.
Come on, come on.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Washington first down.
And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike.
Okay, ready?
Another try, second and 10 now.
Ready? 1979 Broncos. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Cincinnati, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Washington, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.